Here is the story of a simple boy who owned 3 magical flutes. Each flute allowed him to summon a different animal to help him. One day, he left his family and set out looking for work in an unknown kingdom beyond the mountains. On his way, he saw a group of ants, all moving very quickly, but a small ant fell into a pit and couldn't flip itself over.
The boy bent down, picked it up with his hands and took it out. The little ant climbed onto his palm and took out a flute from her small bag and said, "If you ever find yourself in trouble, just play this flute. I will come any way I can to help you." The boy smiled softly, set the flute aside, and continued walking. After a forest, he reached the edge of a field of golden wheat. There were many crows flying, but one was lying on the ground and seems to have an injured wing. The boy approached cautiously, held it in his arms, and gently stroked its wing. After a short while, the crow stood as if he came back to life. The boy also handed over a flute, and with gratitude in his eyes said, "If you ever need help, just play this flute. I will come." Finally, he reached the seashore. There was a fish struggling for its life, trapped in the sand. Without hesitation, the boy picked it up and returned it to the water. As it went back to the sea, the fish turned and handed him a flute, saying, "If you ever find yourself in danger, remember me. I will be..." Finally, he arrived at that strange kingdom, where 3 days lasted a whole year. Food and drink were free, and wealth abounded, but there was a condition that he had to obey all the king's orders, or else he would lose his life. The first day went well, but at night the king summoned him and showed him 3 piles of grains mixed with straw, saying, "By tomorrow morning, I want you to separate every grain from the straw. If you do not do it, I will cut off your head." The boy was afraid. The day had been calm, but now he had an impossible task. He was tired and scared and didn't know what to do. Then he remembered the flute the ant had given him. With trembling hands, he played it. As soon as its sound rang out, thousands of ants came rushing. Their queen stepped forward, looked into the boy's eyes and said, "You saved my life once, now it's our turn." The ant worked all night. In the morning, everything was exactly as the king had requested. But when the king saw it, he didn't congratulate him or even look at him.
He simply said, "There is no work during the day. Return at night," and left, leaving the boy there, lost in his thoughts.